Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Sam Redgate-Large channel. Tonight we have another live stream. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the stream earlier. If you did, if you could go drop a like on it. But we are going to be watching Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United, or more formally being known as El Sackico is, I believe, the kids' phrase that they are using at the moment. And tonight it is Spurs, it is Manchester United. It is two teams that, well, at the beginning of the season, we were looking at going potentially title contenders who are now slipped down further in the table. And there is plenty to talk about tonight. I have a friend who's actually at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tonight. Very jealous. I'm sure it'll be a fantastic atmosphere if Spurs win. I'm not sure it will be if they lose. Oliver says, El Sackico, I'm happy. Great to see you, Oliver, and Fraser, and Josh Wilkinson as well. Thank you all for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. And Oliver's, of course, happy after a 2-0 win after Manchester City. After Manchester City, against Manchester City. So, and Erin, of course, as always, is in the chat. Thank you. I'm surprised that the crowd's not going to sing Sacked in the Morning. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. But we are going to jump into tonight's match, and let's have a look. Let's have a talk, and let's have a look at the teams for tonight. So we are going to share my screen right now. Can't believe how emphatic Arsenal were earlier. Let's just have a look at the scores whilst I've got them on the doors right here for you. So early kickoff, as you saw on this channel earlier, Leicester collapsed in the first 20 minutes and lost 2-0 against Arsenal. Burnley have then smacked Brentford, and I believe Maxwell Cornet's got 2 in that game. Has he got 2, or did he get one cancelled out? He got one cancelled out. So decent signing, though. Decent signing, Maxwell Cornet. Liverpool 2-0 up against Brighton and Hove Albion, 2-1 up at half-time, and ended up drawing 2-2. So Chelsea, of course, my beloved Chelsea, we'll get onto them in a sec, have extended their lead at the top of the Premier League table. Manchester City, of course, as Oliver, I said Connor because of Conor Gallagher, as Oliver has alluded to, did win against Manchester City. Laporte getting a red card and goals coming from Conor Gallagher, and I believe Wilfried Zaha as well. Conor Gallagher involved in both of the games. Chelsea eventually, after, as you can see here, halftime 0-0, managed to get themselves a 3-0 win against Newcastle United. A bit of a long slog that first half, but they came good when you needed it, and Reece James scoring 2. Who'd have thought, eh? Reece James scored 2 fantastic goals. Jorginho capped off with a third one. And then the final game of the 3 o'clock kickoffs was Watford versus Southampton, which was a 1-0 win to Southampton, with Che Adams getting that goal. But that's enough Premier League talk outside of this game. Here we are. Here we are, ladies and gents. This is the game we are talking about tonight. And it is two teams that we would expect to be pushing for top 4 come the end of the season, but are in a little bit, well, I think the best way to say is they're both in ruts, really, aren't they? They are in a little bit of a rut. Last time out, Manchester United, what did they do? They lost, didn't they? They did lose. They lost to Liverpool 5-0, and Spurs have been, well, a little bit inconsistent over the last few games. Let's have a look then at the teams for today, and we'll start off with the home team. I can see Hyro is in the chat saying, "Come on, you Spurs!" He is there tonight at the stadium, so hopefully he does enjoy the game. So, starting off in goal, we have France international, World Cup winner, and Tottenham Hotspur captain Hugo Lloris. Starting at right back is Emerson. The 2 centre halves is Christian Romero and Eric Dyer. And then Ben Davies is starting at left back. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Oliver Skipp are the 2 defensive midfielders in this setup, with Giovanni Lo Celso in more of an attacking midfield role. Lucas Moura and Heung-min Son start out wide, with Harry Kane the main man through the middle. So I'm intrigued to see if this will be a 4-3-3, a 4-2-3-1, but there's potential for that to change depending on attack and defence. And it does look like a very strong Spurs squad. Let me know, guys, what are your score predictions for tonight? Let me know what your score predictions are, because it really could be all to play for here. And I think it's going to be a really interesting game in El Sackico tonight. Starting off for the away side then is David De Gea in goal. Probably the shining light in this Manchester United team. David De Gea, he's been fantastic. He kept the Liverpool game just to 5, which I know sounds stupid, but he did just keep it to 5. A bit of a slight change for Manchester United, opting away from the 4 at the back to a 5 at the back. Maybe that's because they've seen those defensive weaknesses appear for Manchester United over the last few games, conceding a lot of goals, including against Leicester, against Villarreal, I think it was, in Atalanta, in the Europa League, and of course Liverpool last weekend. So there has been a switch to a 5 at the back, with Harry Maguire captain in the side, of course, Rafa Varane and Victor Lindelof, the other 2 centre-backs. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw start in the left-back and right-back role, in the full-back role, should I say. Rafa Varane, I do believe that is his first proper start for a little while, and I know he got injured during the Nations League final. The 2 midfielders are Scott McSauce and Fred, and then they've opted to drop the likes of Mason Greenwood, Marcus Rashford, and go with a 2 up top, with Bruno Fernandes just in behind, and Cristiano Ronaldo and Eddie Cavani up front together in a strike partnership. Interesting. How will this play out, folks? Let me know in the chat. Do let me know what your score predictions are for tonight. Of course, a 2 up front. That's going to be intriguing. 2 veterans of this game as well. Two strikers more than capable of scoring a lot of goals, though. And the thing I think they've brought in Cavani is for that pressure from the front. We know how good Edison Cavani is from the press at the front. And as a result, he's pretty damn good, if you ask me. Pretty damn good. And that has made him get into this team. So before play kicked off, 7th and 8th, Spurs and Manchester United. Spurs obviously losing 3 in a row after winning 3 in a row. They'll be looking to leapfrog Arsenal, get themselves back into the top 4. Same for Manchester United. Hopefully they'll be able to leapfrog as well. Obviously they both won't be able to do it, because otherwise no one would be the winner. But we're going to leave that there, and that is the team lineups for today. So let's have a look. Sam should get the Mason Mount haircut. I don't think my hairline's quite that strong, so unfortunately I can't. Halftime game is Halloween inspired. I don't think it is. Sam, not a Chelsea fan. He's not wearing Chelsea top. Unfortunately, I haven't been wearing my Chelsea top today. Sam told Chelsea lose. Any stream tomorrow, Sam? I don't think so. I'm going to give it a day off. And Fraser is going 2-1 to Manchester United. I need to come up with my score prediction, don't I? So, what am I going with? We're a couple of minutes away from half-time, before kickoff. Just about to do our minute silence. I am going 3-1 Spurs. We're just going to have a minute silence, of course, with it being Remembrance Weekend this weekend in terms of football. Of course, this is the closest weekend, which is why the Premier League are doing it this weekend, as it's an international break. But here starts the Remembrance Minute. And there we are, ladies and gents. There we are. That is the end of the minute silence. Always good to pay our respects to those who gave up their lives in the world wars. So honourably gave up their lives in the world wars. And of course, the least we can do is pay our respects with a minute's silence to think about all those who have gone before us. But without further ado, we are here for the football. And on that somber note, let's move forward. Let's think about Manchester United and Spurs. Batman is saying Tottenham 2, Manchester United 1, only because Manchester United look to attack and may leave holes in their defence. I agree, but I think the 5 at the back might be the answer, you know? You never know. Might be the answer, might be able to stop the leaky Manchester United defence. And international break is the 8th because Wilco is doing a vlog on the 12th. He's off to a Northern Ireland game. So that sounds good. Let me just turn down my sound slightly because I'm a little bit paranoid that there we are. I'm a little bit paranoid that you guys could hear it, and I don't want any copyright strikes or anything. My channel's already in the mud. I don't need anything else. So, guys, I have gone with 3-1 Spurs for my prediction. Of course, my prediction earlier didn't go very well. I went 3-1 Leicester, so maybe it'll end up being 2-0 United. Who knows? Maybe that's the curse of me today. We are underway, though, in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Is it still called White Hart Lane? I'm not quite so sure. Here's Wan-Bissaka, though. United retaining possession early on. It was actually a Spurs kickoff, though, but they just hoofed the ball long looking for Harry Kane and lost the ball. Wan-Bissaka with an early interception to disrupt a little bit of play there from Tottenham Hotspur. His channel's in the mud. It is in the mud. It is in the mud. Maguire rolls it into the feet of Fred, into Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, I'm intrigued to see how he'll play in a left wing-back role. He's hit it long looking for Ronaldo. Ronaldo has been pocketed very much there by Romero, almost like he wasn't there, Cristiano Ronaldo. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised how easily he just pocketed him there. Harry Maguire, though, steps out of defence nicely and tries to give the ball to Edison Cavani. And a few tough tackles sort of coming in to this game so far, and both teams look up for it. Both teams know what it means for them. Obviously, with them both coming in, not on the best of form all round, but we know they're both more than capable. United finishing second last year, and Spurs are definitely more than capable, even if they haven't really shown it in the last couple of years. It's the Tottenham Hotspur Football Stadium. Wonder who plays there. Oh, right. Tottenham Hotspur Football Stadium. Who knew? Clearly Wilco. Here's Son. Son, lovely bit of trickery there to get away from Bruno. Comes back to Ben Davies. Into Højbjerg. Højbjerg rolls it into Ben Davies. Davies, lovely ball into the feet of Kane. Lovely flick round the corner to find Lo Celso. Sprays the ball out wide to Emerson Royale. 1-2 with Lucas Moura and had to come back again. United standing strong. Eddie Cavani putting on the press here, leading the front of the line for Manchester United at this current moment in time. It's Shah versus Max today. It most certainly is. The Redgate-Large subscriber derby is well underway, Fraser. Well underway. Ben Davies looking for a ball down the line there for Heung-min Son, but a little bit too far behind. And last week it was you versus Shah. Yeah, Shah's not had a good weekend, does he? Or a good couple of weeks. Harry Kane looks to do a bit of trickery to get away there. Can only find Victor Lindelof, who's played it all the way back to De Gea, who stood on his goal line there. I was worried then when that went to David De Gea. Very worried. He was stood right in front of his goal there, David De Gea, but the SRL subscriber derby. Exactly, Oliver. Son. Højbjerg, I think, will have a lot of time in this midfield. I think he'll play that sort of quarterback role that we know he can play, just distributing the ball from left to right, maybe looking for a few glory balls. He does the Jorginho role quite well. And we know he was a favourite under Jose Mourinho. Maybe should be a favourite under Nuno Espirito Santo. But we got to got to give him his time to make the transition into the Nuno Espirito Santos side. Let me just move my laptop out of the way because I can't see all of the screen there. Dyer. It's going to be really, really difficult to quarterback. This ain't America, mate. I mean, it's not America, but everyone knows what I mean when I say the quarterback role. It's that person who everything goes in between, and that's what Højbjerg will be playing tonight. The person that everything goes through. You could almost say, and because they're so deep as well, that's why they're known as the quarterback role, rather than someone like a Bruno who doesn't play the quarterback role because he's not as far back down the pitch. Someone like a Jorginho or Højbjerg is that person who everything goes through. They look for the killer pass, they move the ball around, and that is their job. Here's Son in an advanced position, but his touch just led astray there, and it was easily defended by Luke Shaw. United, they do need to shore up. No pun intended. Excuse the pun on that one. They do need to shore up in defence, though, because how many goals have they shipped in the last 3 games? 11, 12? It's really not been great in terms of the output of Manchester United. The output of Liverpool last weekend was fantastic. That's why I had it in my head, because Liverpool just absolutely pulled them apart and destroyed them, and they overloaded them in wide areas, they overloaded them through the middle, and United just couldn't deal with it. Here's Emerson against Luke Shaw. Emerson trying to get a cross in, trying to squeeze the room, comes back out to Son, bit of a deflection, and that has gone behind for a Tottenham Hotspur corner. Early Tottenham pressure here, and United maybe just still taking their time to adjust to having a 5 at the back. They look like they're going to try and almost match like how Chelsea play, with that 5 across the midfield or the 4 across midfield, and however you want to phrase it, the 5 at the back or the 5 across midfield. They look like they're going to try and overload the centre. The big boys have come up from the back for the Tottenham Hotspur corner. Son whips it in, looking for the head of Eric Dyer. Falls out to Lo Celso. And he's just absolutely scuffed it wide there, Giovanni Lo Celso. Not the greatest of efforts from Lo Celso, but again, it's fallen at the edge of the box, and there is no Manchester United player around a Giovanni Lo Celso. Giovanni Lo Celso. Interesting fact that since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been appointed, he's won the 3rd most points in the Premier League, which obviously dictates the fact that Pep and Jurgen are the 2 teams that have beaten that. United fans, are they happy with that? I'm not so sure, because they want to be number 1. And over the course of 2 seasons, for them to still be finishing 3rd, it isn't great, especially the season Liverpool had last season. It wasn't their greatest. Bruno Fernandes whips one in, looking for the head of Eddie Cavani, who's tried to flick it on with Ronaldo running in behind, but defended easily. And the pressure which the Spurs defenders had on Cavani there was just about enough. He just couldn't quite get the contact he wanted on the ball forward. Oh, Højbjerg gets away with one there, but does really well to recover the ball after that. It's flicked on by Emerson and well recovered again by Scott McTominay there. Chewy Suarez says, "Hi Sam, the video I was planning for tomorrow where I would give you a shout out got taken down because of copyright." Oh, that's a shame, but thank you for thinking of me, Chewy. I appreciate it, and glad to see you in the chat. Hope you are well. Let us know your score prediction for tonight. Hey Chewy Suarez, you still missing Messi? Of course Suarez had missed Messi. Here is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, rolls it into Fred. Fred, he's rushed himself there and he's given the ball away, but Lindelof's recovered it. Lindelof with a guided header towards Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka comes inside on his left foot. Lovely run from Wan-Bissaka, pulls it back. Cavani, blocked by Eric Dyer. Falls to Højbjerg. Can they get the ball out? Can they get the ball down here? And United starting to get their foot in the door here, starting to really put the pressure on Manchester United. Spurs are looking a little bit shaky now. Lovely switch from McSauce to find Luke Shaw. Here's Ronaldo. Ronaldo with a bit of room to wiggle. Rolls it back. Here's Fred. Fred pulls it back to McTominay. Oh, blocked from about 30 yards out from Højbjerg. I was kind of hoping that would just ripple the back of the net, but this ball whipped in from Wan-Bissaka, and it's just over the head of Ronaldo. And that's surely a foul from Luke Shaw there on Emerson as he's looked to clear it. Lovely to see you, Max. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? El Sackico, exactly. That's what it is tonight. El Sackico. Who's going to get sacked after this one? Probably more likely for Ole to get sacked than Nuno Espirito. I think 10 games would be a little bit harsh. Even on a Watford level, 10 games would be a little bit harsh. 1, 2, 3. Now it's only me. And now it's no one. What are you on about, Wilco? What are you on about? Got 8 people in the chat. If you haven't already, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let us know as well in the comments section, or the chat function, should I say, that what your score predictions are for this game. 10 minutes in, both sides yet to really make an impact, but possession-wise, very 50-50 at the moment. Hi, Sam. Hope you're doing better than me. We are so bad. I want Nuno out. I mean, Chelsea are definitely doing better than you, but other than that, I'm doing all right. Max. Lovely to have you in the chat, and let us know your score prediction as well, Max, as we haven't heard that so far. Oh, Ronaldo nearly slips through there. Nearly got slipped through there, and Sam's beard is getting sacked. Oh, no, definitely not. There's Lucas Moura with a bit of space. Looks to rolling Kane. Very easy to read there for Rafa Varane. That is the talent, the quality Rafa Varane brings. We've got the Cycling GK himself in the chat. Lovely to see you. And here's Scott McSauce. Rolls it back into Harry Maguire. If you haven't already, guys, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. Let's see if we can get 15 likes on this stream. Oh my God, no way. Ben Foster. Exactly. Maguire looks for Shaw. Lovely pass that into Edison Cavani, who flicks it back round the corner looking for Shaw, but Romero's easily able to get across there. Drop to subscribe. Thank you, Ben Foster. I appreciate it. We're on our way to 350 subscribers. Took us a while to get to 325, but hopefully we can keep pushing on. Can I be on Fozcast? I'm not verified. Luke Shaw with a throw in deep inside the Spurs defensive half. Shaw picks out Bruno with it. Bruno hooks it all the way back to Rafa Varane. Varane, is he going to use Wan-Bissaka, who's down on this right-hand side? He is. Picks out Wan-Bissaka into the feet of Fred. And that's an awful touch as well from Fred. The 2 touches he's had so far have been absolute dire. Not Eric, but really poor. Luke Shaw puts a lovely ball across. Oh my gosh, that's better from Eric Dyer. Don't know why he got all the blame for that one. It was Fred who made the mistake. Is that a foul? Oh my gosh, the ball's bouncing around in the box. Højbjerg gets it clear to Lucas Moura. I'm doing awful puns with people's names at the moment. Awful puns. Ben, you need to capitalise cycling in GK. If you want to be the real cycling GK, that is. Chewy saying City versus Palace, ha ha ha. I'm really gutted about that because in my FPL league, I subbed out Zaha for Phil Foden, and Zaha scored, and Foden's got me 2 points. All to count Oliver, cycling GK. Lovely stuff. Dyer. No pressure whatsoever on Romero here from the United defenders. Now Fred's putting a bit of a press on, but it's only Fred. But he's done really well there. And but Lucas Moura's nicked it back from McTominay. Flip round the corner by Son. Is that a foul on Lucas Moura? Referee says play on. Moura into the feet of Højbjerg, who picks out Emerson. Lovely ball into Son running in behind, in between those channels. Back into Emerson Royale. Here's Lo Celso. Son still out on this right-hand side. They're going to have to regroup here. Spurs. They're going to have to go back the other way, but that's a lovely ball from Højbjerg. Picks out Son. Son's going to whip it in deep, looking for Kane. Headed easily, though, by Victor Lindelof. And United have got a throw from that as well. Header came out. Oh, my God. Header came out, and Luke Shaw did really, really well there. Really well. Nuno out. Nuno out. Nuno out. Sam, what are you watching on? What do you think I'm watching on, Shah? 25 and your beard has to go. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. People at work tried to get me to do Movember, and I was not having it. Not having that. No. It's a very good point, actually. They're just talking about the fact that Chelsea not only beat Newcastle 3-0, but they also contributed to Crystal Palace winning 2-0 at Manchester City, with Conor Gallagher scoring and assisting in both goals. Then Shah, go on he'sgoal.com. That's what I'm watching on. Nuno at the wheel. Max, how did I only find out until like a few weeks ago that you were a Spurs fan? I feel like you kept that quiet from me. Do Movember and I'll share this stream. I'm all right, thanks. Grant's come in and he's gone straight to the point. He's going 4-1 Spurs with his score prediction for tonight. 4-1 Spurs. Big call from Grant. Lovely to see you there, mate. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it, buddy. If you could smash a like on the video, I would really, really appreciate that. Here's Emerson, who, after a fantastic tackle on Fred there to stop him in his tracks. Romero, calm on the ball, but he's only picked out McSauce. Oh, but McSauce has lost the ball, given the ball away, and Romero... Emerson Royale. Oh, get me words muddled up tonight, boys. Get me words muddled up tonight, aren't I? Spurs 1-0. Goal by Cristiano Ronaldo, says Chewy. Chewy's going Ronaldo. Is that a handball? Says the referee. No, says the ref. Here's Kane trying to move the ball forward. He's a little bit isolated up front there. And United seem to be dictating the play, making the most out of the play so far. They seem to be holding Spurs in their own half at the moment for the most part. Spurs are really struggling at this current moment, but there have been patches even in this first 15 minutes where Spurs have looked on top and have looked better. Here's Oliver Skip. Spreads the play to Romero. United have their bank of 5 and their bank of 3 in front of the ball. Emerson has to come back because of how well United are drilled at the moment. They're having to come back and they're having to test and probe and wait their turn before they can make an attack here, Spurs. They're really being patient. Here's Oliver Skip with a little bit of a drive there to open up some space, but he's chosen the wrong pass there and Ronaldo's able to intercept it, but Bruno's given the ball away again and Spurs will come again. Here's Ben Davies, rolls it into Skip. Back into Ben Davies, into Son, back into Skip again. This is better from Spurs. Kane flicks it round the corner to Davies. Skip into Son. Son with a bit of room, but McSauce gets himself in the way. And I don't know who that was. I think that was Ben Davies who gave away a foul there. On Aaron Wan-Bissaka as he went to get himself up the field. 17, nearly 18 minutes on the clock here. Still 0-0. Yet to have a real clear-cut opportunity. The only opportunity really of note was that header from Edison Cavani, which potentially, had Cristiano Ronaldo been switched on, potentially that could have found its way into the back of the net. Oh, that's tasty. Here's Ronaldo. Lovely little chop to pass that to Son. Guys, let me know. What do you make of Ronaldo and the signing of Ronaldo? Because first few games, we were all absolutely raving about him. And now I think we've maybe realised that Ronaldo doesn't suit the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer play style. I do wonder if it's, of course, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer maybe is a little bit out of his depth, but is part of it the fact that Ronaldo, with him being now 36, he doesn't want to do the pressing. Cavani, on the other hand, does want to do the pressing, but Ronaldo, he's about just scoring goals. And I do wonder if he doesn't suit this play style. And that's why someone like Edinson Cavani, when he plays, he seems to do a lot better for Manchester United because he suits the play style more. He's willing to work for others. Whereas Ronaldo's maybe in his older age getting a little bit more selfish. But let me know, guys. Let me know what you think to Cristiano Ronaldo. Has it been a stroke of genius bringing him here, or will it be a stroke of genius? For me, I don't buy it. I don't think it was. I think it was almost a panic move sort of thing. I think it was a bit of a panic. They saw him go to City. They were like, we can't have him at City. And I think it was a little bit of a panic. Here's Lucas Moura. Rolls it out wide to Ben Davies. Davies looks to shape a ball to put that in. Is that handball? Ben Davies is adamant, but I think that's hit the face of Wan-Bissaka. Max is saying it's handball as well. Let's have another watch of this. Ben Davies. No, definitely not. Definitely not, Max. His body is like this. There's not anything that Wan-Bissaka can do. It has hit the arm, but definitely not a handball. Definitely not a handball. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. And it will be a Spurs corner instead of a penalty. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. Lo Celso is going to whip this one in. Faked on watch-alongs. Why did that make me laugh so much? God's sake. Son's under that. Is he going to get it down? He flicks it over to Lo Celso. Defended well, though, by Bruno, of all people. United might be able to attack here, but no. Højbjerg smashes the ball up into the air. Maguire wins the header. Cavani, lovely switch to pick out Ronaldo. Into Bruno. This is better from United going forward. Bruno back into Ronaldo. Ronaldo whipping out his little chops left, right, and centre. McSauce rolls it into Maguire. Maguire into Fred. Fred, heavy touch again. He needs to switch on a little bit here, Fred. I'm not normally someone who defends Fred, but I do think he gets a lot of criticism. And he needs to switch on a little bit here because he's not doing himself any favours whatsoever. And Wan-Bissaka is giving the ball away there to Lucas Moura. Moura into Lo Celso, and that's definitely a foul from Rafa Varane on Lo Celso. Definitely a foul. I don't know if it was Varane or Maguire who made the contact, but Lo Celso was away there and on the edge of the box in a really dangerous position there. Going away from the goal, so definitely not a red card, but I thought it was Varane who made the foul there rather than Maguire, but Maguire is the one who has been put in the book, which will mean that we're 22 minutes in, that Maguire is, on a bit of a tightrope, on eggshells, really. Batman saying Ronaldo just needs a manager with a tactical playing style. I think they need players around him to support him because he isn't going to press. That's what I think. Isn't Wan-Bissaka ref to be towards a spider? My brother is dressed up as Spider-Man. Bye bye. What? What are you on about, Wilco? Juve losing to Verona. Juve are losing again, Chewy. You kidding me, man? What? Juventus are in the mud. Juventus are more in the mud than my channel is. Absolutely in the mud. Tottenham Hotspur have a free kick here about 20 yards out, but slightly to the left-hand side of David De Gea's goal. Looks like it'll be the left foot of Lo Celso to take this one. Whips it into the wall, though, and easily cleared by Manchester United. It's fallen to Skip. Skip into Lucas Moura. Moura, lovely ball over the top into Son. Son! Oh, no, he's put it over. Son, one-on-one, has put it over. He couldn't quite get the ball down, and Heung-min Son has missed a golden opportunity to take the lead. A huge opportunity to take the lead there. It was a lovely ball. I don't know who he was from. I think it was Lucas Moura who picked out Son, who was running in. Son is onside. Erickson Cavani plays him on. The first touch is a little bit dodgy. It's okay. And then instead of taking it on his left foot, he's slightly off balance. He takes it on the outside of his right foot. and he's blazed it over. Heung-min Son will be kicking himself at that one. It should have been United 0, Spurs 1, but instead we are still at 0-0. He'll be kicking himself. He definitely will be kicking himself. And that's a lovely ball over the top to find Bruno Fernandes. Is Fernandes onside? It's a dodgy touch, though. He's taking himself back. Wan-Bissaka goes wider. He crosses it into Cavani, and Cavani has headed the ball wide again. But some opportunities starting to come for both sides here. It was Luke Shaw with a gorgeous through ball. A lovely through ball. Ronaldo came out onto the left, which left loads of room for Bruno to run through the centre. And then he whips the ball, looking for the head of Eddie Cavani, and he's just headed the ball a yard or two wide. But that's better from United going forward, and it's better from Spurs going forward as well. But question marks over both sides' defensive stature there. Question marks, absolutely, because it was impressive how quickly the attackers managed to go through the defence there. So if I bet €50 on Juve, I will get 650 back. Yeah, I'm doing that now. What's the score, Chewy? What's the score for you to have that brilliant odds? Although you do have to bet €50, so it's not, what is it, like 50p for 650? Yeah, I guess that's all right. I guess that is all right. Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, Son. Nice one, Son. Let's have another. Max is getting frustrated. You can see in the chat, Max is getting frustrated. His head's having a wobble. If you are watching on Twitch, be sure to drop us a follow as well. And if you are on YouTube, why not go over and find us on Twitch as well? Højbjerg hooks it up towards Lucas Moura. Good touch from Moura. Tries to get himself away from Fred, but Fred defends nicely. Fernandes. Oh, that was a little bit of a heavy tackle there from Bruno Fernandes on Højbjerg, but he looks like he's got away with one. Referee says play on. 2-0 right now. There's half time. Crikey, 2-0 already. Sam, are you high? What? Why would I be high? His head's out of the wobble in his recent TikTok, didn't it, Max? Bad one, Son. Bad one. What? I'm so confused. Who do you think is going to be the next Manchester United manager? Well, I heard Steve Bruce is gunning for it, so why not? Let him have Steve Bruce. Son finds Emerson. Emerson, lovely feet. Is he going to cross that in? No. Blocked by Luke Shaw. Here's Son again. Blocked by Rafa Varane this time. Manchester United manager. I mean, I'd like to think Antonio Conte would be in the shout for that, but I don't really want to see a former Chelsea coach, another former Chelsea coach, go on to manage Manchester United. But I think Conte might work quite well. He might be able to get the best out of them. Just seems like it. What does that even mean? Son on the corner. Son whips it in. Finds the head of Dyer. Is he onside? Who is that who's tapped out in? It's Romero. Is he onside? Is he onside? We're going to have to watch that again. I think he's going to be offside, you know. It was the corner that came in. He's offside. The linesman's flagged for it. VAR will obviously check it to make sure. The corner's come in from Heung-min Son. Eric Dyer's won the first ball really, really well. Flicks it on to Romero, and Romero's miles off. I think he's miles off, Romero. And I think it's going to remain 0-0. I think he's miles off. I think he is miles off. Sam, do you have to be family friendly? No, but I'd prefer to be. I'd prefer to be family friendly, sure. Why not? I can't limit my audience anymore. It is still 0-0. I'm adamant that's going to be 0-0. Shah's gone with 0-0. Yeah, I think we're back underway again. It is 0-0. He was offside there, Romero. Max is absolutely gutted. No chance, though, that was on. Leicester City and Man United should do a manager swap. I'm not sure Leicester fans would agree with that one. Brendan Rodgers is a quality manager. So try get Graham Potter at Manchester United. I'm sure that would be better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I saw a tweet the other day, actually, that said if David Moyes hadn't been the Manchester United manager, when he was, that United fans would be calling for David Moyes to be the manager now. And I thought that was quite ironic. Lovely ball from Cavani to find Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka trying to drive at Eric Dyer, but he's got it back in there really, really well. Really well. Come on, you Spurs, says Max. Quick throw by Kane trying to unleash Lo Celso there, but intercepted by Bruno Fernandes. Here's Luke Shaw with a bit of space, bit of room to roam. Goes back instead to Fred, who isn't being pressured whatsoever. Literally stood with the ball at his feet, not just taking his time, not worrying, not stressing whatsoever. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Varane. He's got his gloves on. I don't think it's quite that cold, Rafa Varane, but whatever floats your boat. I'm sure you're not used to having lived in Spain for however many years. I'm sure you're not quite acclimatized yet. Wan-Bissaka pulls it across, looking for Ronaldo. Ronaldo just slightly switched off there, I think. Just slightly switched off. Congratulations, of course, are due to Ronaldo, who's expecting a pair of triplets. A pair of triplets? Is that what you say when people are born? A pair of triplets. I meant a pair of twins. Is that what you say when people are born? Do you call them a pair? He's expecting twins with his girlfriend. So congratulations to the Ronaldo family. Nearly got themselves a. Oh yes, my nan is on Sam's stream. What do you mean, Shah? Your nan is on my stream. What? Oh, right. I didn't see Shah's nan with Harry Kane. That was really confusing. I didn't see that. Oh. It's a bit midfield play based so far. 30 minutes in. Not really too many key opportunities so far. A couple of chances for Eddie Cavani. Ronaldo's been quiet. Romero, of course, got himself that... Romero, obviously got himself that offside goal. But other than that, it's not really been the most amazing of performances from either team. Spurs, for me, look the better team. I don't know if that's just because I'm always worried for Ronaldo for United. I'm always worried for Ronaldo in this United side, though. He's going to have to drag this United side if he's really going to help them push up the league and up the division again and get them to a Premier League title this time. And Dyer's just left one on Ronaldo there as he's gone to nick the ball there. Good evening, Mum. Hi, Mum. How are you doing? Hope you're having fun. Here's McTominay. Finds Harry Maguire. Goes out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw supported here by Edison Cavani. Lovely ball into Cavani. Back into, I don't even know who that was, but it found Cavani again. Into Fred. Fred with another dodgy touch again. I see why United fans get frustrated with him. He does have a few dodgy touches, but Maguire's recovered the ball. Here's McSauce. Switches it to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka goes to Ronaldo. Ronaldo finds Fred in lots of space. Fred shoots! Oh, what a strike! Oh, good save from Hugo Lloris. He was equal to it there. Equal to it, but what a strike from Fred there. From about 30 yards out. Really tested the palms of Hugo Lloris. Lovely, lovely effort on target from Fred. That's a little bit better from Fred. That's more what you expected from Fred. Luke Shaw whips it in, looking for the header. Cavani falls out to Bruno. Bruno clips it back in. Oh, just again, that final ball in the final third. Really, really just lacking at the moment, that final ball in the final third. I genuinely don't know if that's actually my mum or if that's one of you guys pretending to be my mum. Top of the league, Sam. Exactly, Josh. What a good performance by Chelsea in that second half specifically. And we've rode our luck a little bit today. Sam, can I tell your mum that you're high? I mean, I'm not high. So how's it looking? 0-0 at the moment, Josh. 0-0. Spurs did have the ball in the back of the net, but ruled offside. That was Christian Romero. Chelsea read their luck, though, today, didn't they? Top of the league, of course, Liverpool dropping points. Manchester City losing all points. Big day for Chelsea. Big day. It could turn out to be a big day in the title race as well. United maybe can get themselves back into a decent position because that's where they'll want to be come the end of the season. That top four, they'll want to be pushing the likes of City, Liverpool and Chelsea for the title. That's where they want to be, and that's where some of the... Wait, Sam, are you high? What? If you're Sam's real mum, give Sam the slipper because he's being naughty. That's a lovely ball to find Son. Son! Oh, good block by Wan-Bissaka. He's tracked back so far. He's tracked back. Hi, Dad. Hi as well, Dad. And no, why would I be high? When have I ever been high? Chat, what are you doing to me? Sam's going to face the bell. Is Sam's mum watching? I think she is. I don't know if it's just one of you guys pretending to be her. But oh god. I'm not on about Jake, it's Sam. What? I will be sure. What? I'm so confused. Lindelof finds Varane, goes back to Maguire. Maguire has to go all the way back again. Sam's dad's in the house. He is. Dave Large is listening. Luke Shaw blocked by Emerson Royale there. Real high pressure there from Spurs. But Spurs, they seem to just be a little bit off at the moment. I think United have managed to get themselves back into the game over the last sort of 5-10 minutes and really cause a little bit of chaos. Really cause a little bit of chaos. Ronaldo's looked to hoof that one up the field, but Bruno Fernandes hasn't been able to get onto it, and it's fallen to Wan-Bissaka. I keep going to call him Bissaka for some reason. Elizabeth, do you have proof this dude is your son? Son finds that I am 90% certain that final sentence definitely isn't my mum. Sam, remember what I told you about taking stuff? That definitely isn't my mum. I'm telling you now. I am telling you now. Why are you just impersonating my parents? For God's sake. That last one, whoever it is pretending to be my mum, that has given you away big time. Giving you away big time. Sam Legend says Jice. At least Jice is concentrating. Everyone else isn't. Lol sus, says Fraser. 7 minutes away from half time here in the Premier League. A late kickoff for tonight. Still Manchester United 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Oliver Skip here rolls it into Heung-min Son. Son has Kane in an advanced position, but he's chosen to try pick out Ben Davies, and that's a rubbish ball from Heung-min Son. Rubbish ball from Heung-min Son. It's gone up the line to Scott McSauce. McSauce finds Bruno. Bruno has Cavani and Ronaldo in front of him. Has to go back again, though. Has to go back. Good evening, Josh. Hope you're well. Back in the chat again on your Chats Football. Here's Ronaldo. Ronaldo comes back to Fred. Into McSauce. Goes over to Wan-Bissaka. It is... Hyro says what, they 1-0, but I don't think they are, Hyro. They aren't at the moment anyway, unless you're coming in to spoil stuff for me. Pulled back to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka, is he going to get a block off? Ronaldo! Oh, blocked again. He's just got to toe punt that. Ronaldo, of all people, looks to toe punt one. Here's Fernandes. Fernandes pings it over to Ronaldo. Ronaldo on the volley! Oh my gosh, what a goal that is! What a goal that is from Cristiano Ronaldo! What a goal! What a goal! Hyro coming in with the spoilers, but he's at the stadium. What a goal. What a ball that is from Bruno Fernandes. Fantasy football addicts enjoying themselves. Oh my gosh, what a ball that was from Bruno Fernandes. And a beautiful ball. And what a volley that is. It goes to Bruno, who tries to flick it a couple of times, falls to Maguire. Maguire just drops it off to Shaw. Shaw into Bruno. Ronaldo times his run beautifully. And on the volley, Van Persie-esque across the goal. And a lovely, lovely goal by Cristiano Ronaldo. That is why he came to the Premier League. That is what we wanted to see from Cristiano Ronaldo. What a finish. What a finish, Cristiano Ronaldo. That is why you are the second best ever player on the planet. What a ball from Bruno as well. Don't let that distract you from the ball that was from Bruno Fernandes. But a lovely, lovely finish from Cristiano Ronaldo to make it Manchester United 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. What a lovely, lovely ball. I am well impressed with that. Absolutely pinged it over. Absolutely pinged it over, even if Hyro did come in with the spoilers slightly earlier. But there we are. Let me update the banners for us, ladies and gents. Don't forget there will be a half-time game here. Honestly, I can't believe I reacted like that to that Ronaldo goal, but it was such a phenomenal finish. Phenomenal finish. Oh my gosh, what a finish that is from Cristiano Ronaldo. What a finish that is from Cristiano Ronaldo. No, Sam. Sam has his 8th Ballon d'Or ranking. Has him 8th in the Ballon d'Or ranking. No, I have him 8th for the last year. I'm back. Did anything happen? Who scored? Well, you missed an absolutely fantastic goal, Chewy. You missed a fantastic goal from Cristiano Ronaldo, of all people. The ball clipped in from the edge of the box, maybe even 30, 35 yards out from Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo, trademark like Robin Van Persie, pulled off the defender and on the volley smacked it across goal. And Hugo Lloris stood no chance when it's hit with that much conviction. What a goal. Can't believe it. Me neither. Me neither. Oh. Cannot believe that. Oh, we should have been watching the Porto game. We should have got Jordan Spence on for the Porto game. It's 3-1. That sounds exciting. Spurs, can they get their noses in front before, or get themselves on the score sheet themselves before half time? Ronaldo looks like he's given away a foul there on Romero. He's down rolling around like a bit of a baby, though. It was a mediocre goal. Obviously, been practicing headers and volleys. It was a fantastic goal. It was like, don't get me wrong, it's not far out, but to watch the ball come over your shoulder, then put the 2 and 2 together with your leg coming through and swinging through, that is some skill. That is some ridiculously hard skill from Cristiano Ronaldo there, and he's done phenomenally to keep that down. And I mean, you expect it of Ronaldo. If Ronaldo misses from there, then there are question marks. But when it comes off and when it's pulled off like that, it is a fantastic, fantastic strike from Cristiano Ronaldo. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, I made myself all gassy now. Here's Lo Celso trying to work their way back into the game now, Tottenham. Mora with a bit of room. First half defensive stats. Shots on target faced. Liverpool versus Liverpool, they conceded 6 shots on target with an XG against a 2.4. Tonight, it is 0.4 and 0 shots on target. How much a week's difference can make for Manchester United and a formation change can make. Could be a massive, massive result in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's career, but Emerson's done really well there. Is that a shot? Oh my gosh, that is a decent shot from Lo Celso. Could not work out if that had gone through at first, if it was going to squeeze its way through the defenders, because there's about 5 defenders in front of Lo Celso, and just over the bar. Just over the bar from Giovanni Lo Celso from about 20 yards out. Worth an effort, but he'll be wanting to hit the target next time. He will be wanting to hit the target next time. Next time. Don't forget, guys, that we do have a halftime game for tonight. So make sure you keep yourselves up to date with everything going on by hitting that subscribe button. And you can, like I say, enjoy the halftime game as well in a short while. Dyer wins the header from the throw-in against Ronaldo as well. Pretty impressive leap that from Eric Dyer. Here's Emerson. Emerson comes back to Romero. Romero into the feet of Skip, who finds, I can't even see that, is Lo Celso in a bit of space, being tracked by Bruno Fernandes, who's doing his defensive duties and has forced Lo Celso to kick the ball off Wan-Bissaka and go behind for a corner kick. For God's sake, Oliver. Lo Celso whips it in. Oh, Harry Kane. Is that Harry Kane? I can't even tell. It's Ben Davies. I thought it was Harry Kane busting a gut to get in there. I think Kane was in there. Kane was in front of him, and Ben Davies has headed over from inside the 6-yard box. He's gone, like, the ball's come in and he's gone like that, and he's had to like twist his head. It's bounced off here and it's gone over and wide and high, wide, and not at all handsome is, I believe, the phrase. High, wide, and definitely not handsome. Come on, United, says Shah. 1 minute of added time left, and then we'll be into the halftime game and have a little chat about what went on in that first half. To be honest with you, not a lot has gone on in this first half. Not like the Leicester City game. There seems to be so much going on there. But Ronaldo might be able to prove me wrong here. Ronaldo spreads it to Bruno. Bruno picks out a lovely ball to find Edison Cavani in that left wing, and Cavani's just rushed his pass there. Didn't quite give Fred the chance to make his run. Ian says Ollie's a genius, give him more time. That's what we're all hoping for, isn't it? That's what we're all hoping for. Looked on Twitter, it's always like this. The minutes I was away, Romero scored an offside goal and Ronaldo made it 1-0. Exactly, Chewy. Everything happens when you go. So maybe you can pop in and pop out more often so we can get plenty of goals. But that is halftime. That most certainly is halftime. I'm trying to get my foot detangled from my microphone, and then we will do the halftime game, ladies and gents. Let us know your thoughts on that first half. If you've been lucky enough to watch that Cristiano Ronaldo goal, what a finish it was, by the way. If you are lucky enough to have watched that, let me know what you think to Ronaldo's finish in a little while. Let me just turn down the sound a little bit more. There we go. So, halftime game, ladies and gents. Let me know when you are ready. We are going to be playing Guess the Player. For those who are new to my channel, Guess the Player is basically where I give you guys 3, maybe 4 clues about a particular player. You've got to guess the player. It's as simple as that. You can have as many guesses as possible. Of course, the first person who gets it right is the winner of that round. We've got 3 rounds for you tonight, so let me know, when are you ready for Guess the Player? 4 comments coming in. What a goal, says Shah. Good half, to be fair, says Shah. Decent half. I will get €300 if Juve draw. They could really use Ronaldo right now. I think no one's new, Sam. Well, you never know, Shah. You never know. And that's probably part of the reason why my channel is at a standstill at this current moment in time. But Guess the Player, ladies and gents. Thank you to those who have watched so far. I really do appreciate it. The first clue for the first player, ladies and gentlemen, is I have only ever played in England. So a nice and vague one for you guys at this current moment in time. You've just got to name a player who has only played in England. So, well, I was about to say Sir Mason Mount, but Mason Mount played for Vitesse, so it can't be my boy Mason Mount. Who could it be? It could be like a Ben Chilwell, someone like that, someone whose career has entirely been in England, whether that's someone like Reece James, who's played in the Championship, or whether it is someone who was played in the lower divisions and the top divisions, or they could have just played in the Premier League. Let's have a look. 9 comments for me to look through. Fraser's going James Milner. Titty, for God's sake. Dele Alli, that's a shout. Harry Kane, Greenwood, Trent, Ben Davis. Ings, says Max. Lots of good options coming in here. Max's thoughts on the goal. Ben Davis's finish. It's Ronaldo. He's always going to score. It's only Tottenham. Oh, gosh. Conor Gallagher. Lineker. Gary Lineker played for Barcelona at one point. Ryan, don't know who that is. Watkins. I don't know who that is either. Grealish and Peter Crouch. Have we got any more for this first set of clues, ladies and gents? He's played in Iceland. Oliver, you're not going to get me with this one. Alan Shearer, Grealish, good shout. Foden, says Chewy, another good shout. Very, very good shout. Obvious, but a good shout, that one, actually. Right, let's have a look. Let me just double check that my... Yeah, you can't hear that. They're playing music on this stream at halftime for some reason, and I'm just making sure that you can't go. Give us the next clue, says Shah. Okay, just by magic. Here is the next clue. So the first clue was, I've only ever played in England. The second clue is, I've played alongside Danny Ings, Robin Van Persie, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. So what a combination of players that is for you. I've played alongside Danny Ings, Robin Van Persie, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Fitting that I put Robin Van Persie in here after that Van Persie-esque goal from Cristiano Ronaldo to open the scoring tonight. What a finish that was from Cristiano Ronaldo. Hoping for a few more chances like in the Leicester game earlier, where I can actually get myself excited and a little bit hyped about the game. Akinfenwa. So it can't be Ings, says Max. Yeah, it can't be Ings. Kieran Gibbs, that's a good shout. Lallana, Theo Walcott. Theo Walcott. How do you even spell his name? Oh, it's 1L. 1L. You were close. 1L double T. That's how you spell his name. Kieran Gibbs. That's a really good shout. Oliver's backing up the... What line are you backing up there? What line are you backing up there? The Arsenal line. Let me just put my laptop on charge a second, guys. Apologies. Didn't realise I didn't have it plugged in, but oh well. It'd be good for its battery to get it run down a little bit more. Let's get this plugged in. Have we got any more clues other than Oliver's Kieran Gibbs, Kolo Toure? Fraser doesn't know. God, I think I've stumped Fraser. Nathan Redmond, another good shout. Oliver's carrying the team a little bit here. Oliver is carrying the team a bit here. Kolo Toure, says Chewy, sticking with Kolo. Di Maria. Ooh. I mean, I don't know where Di Maria would have played with the Ox and Danny Ings, but he definitely played with Van Persie. Third clue, please. Max is demanding the third clue, so we'll move on to it. This person is a full England international whose final appearance was in 2016. That is the third clue. So that means they are English. So Chewy, it cannot be Kolo Toure and it cannot be Umtiti. I mean, it can't be Umtiti and Kolo Toure for many reasons, but it definitely now can't be either of them. Alex McCarthy, should I say. Walcott, Rooney, Gerrard, I don't know. When has Gerrard ever played with Robin Van Persie, Fraser? Lallana, Welbeck, Rooney, I don't know. Welbeck. It can be Adam Johnson. I mean, no, he's never played with the Ox. He might have played with Danny Ings. No, he wouldn't have done. He was at City, wasn't he? Have we got any more? Van Dijk as well, says Oliver. We'll move on to the fourth clue. You guys seem to be a little bit stumped on this one. I currently play for the Saints. I say you guys. I have seen the correct answer, but I didn't want to give it away. Did not want to give it away so early on. The correct answer has been in the chat at least once. Who thinks they got the correct answer? Welbeck. I don't know. Max doesn't know. And who's going to claim Walcott? Yeah. Walcott then, says Chewy. Yep. No clue. Max, Walcott probs. Congratulations to Oliver. I think, Oliver, you got that in the second round, didn't you? Did really, really well on that one. So congratulations to Oliver for winning that first round. Here is the confirmation. The answer is Theo Walcott. So get your brains in tune, boys. Get your brains in tune. Let's have a look. Let's move on to the second question. Congratulations to Oliver. You got that nice and early, even if you were actually just spamming the chat with jokes. But some techniques work for others better than other people, doesn't it? So here is a really, really vague opening question. I have scored in the Premier League. So, guys, just spam the chat with some players who scored in the Premier League. This was my intention. Get you guys guessing as many people as possible. Come on, let's see the chat absolutely flood in here, guys. Want to see you all flood the chat. Neymar, oh my God. Nice one, Max. That one actually counts. Gylfi Sigurdsson, Aguero, Alisson, Ronaldo, Gallagher, Mendy, for God's sake. Another one of them, Oliver, and you're in the sin bin for 5 minutes. Vidic, Alisson. Oh, Max has gone really rogue. Ferdinand. A goalkeeper, says Chewy. Chewy reckons it's a goalkeeper as well. Livramento. Oh, sorry, Livramentino. Tim Howard. Lo Celso, Ronaldo. Eric Dyer, Tevez, Robinson. Pickford. I don't think Pickford scored. I think, Charles, you're just naming goalkeepers now. We'll move on to the next set of questions. The next clue is I am Danish. So a Danish player to have scored in the Premier League. Speaking of a Danish player to have scored in the Premier League, I assume this is one of the players who's going to come up pretty quickly. So I'm going to mention him myself. Christian Erickson, I believe, has been forced to retire from football, which is a shame, after his heart attack that he did suffer in the Euros whilst playing for Denmark. So big shame to lose out on the talent. Of course, we're in a Spurs stream tonight, so a lot of Spurs fans have very fond memories of him in a Spurs shirt. They maybe have a few not so fond memories of him in the Spurs shirt, but there we are. Let's have a look. Peter Schmeichel, says Max. Salah, Mane, Sam. Schmeichel got like 13 goals. Firmino, Jota, Foster, Højbjerg, Erickson. Oh, Daniel Agger. What a player he was for Liverpool. Agger, do. Push pineapple, shake a tree. Agger, do. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by Liverpool songs. Erickson, Jorgensen, Jan. I don't even know how you pronounce that O in Danish. Erickson, Andreas Christensen, no force to retire from the Serie A. Wouldn't surprise me. Serie A rules say you can't play with that pacemaker. I think that's what they say. So, and no, Erickson can still play. So he's been forced to retire from the Serie A, which is, even in that way, it's still a shame. And Joachim Andersen. So The final clue. I will reveal to you in that last round. Someone did guess it right. Was I Chelsea biased? Did I? He's Norwegian. He's not Danish. He's Norwegian. I'm assuming you mean John Arne Riise. He's Norwegian. But if Oliver, if you meant John Arne Riise on that, I am impressed at that football knowledge in terms of knowing actually who he is. Have I gone with a Chelsea bias? Have I just gone straight up Andreas Christensen? Have I tried to lure you into a false sense of security by mentioning Christian Erickson? Or, like Max says, it could be Peter Schmeichel. It could be Peter Schmeichel. Let's find out with this final clue. He said he would like to end his career in Denmark, so maybe Erickson could go there. Yeah, maybe so. Hopefully so. Hopefully he can get a nice end to his career. Maybe he could play at Ajax or something like that as well, because didn't he come from Ajax as well? So hopefully so. Right, the final clue. I am a goalkeeper. And it doesn't take a genius to guess this one, but it does mean, Max, you did get it right. And you were barking up the right tree with goalkeepers. So, very, very well played to Max. Evening, Animal. Lovely to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Max celebrates with a big fat yes. Exactly. Good call, that, Max. Very, very good call. You called that pretty early on as well. I think you were on to me. I think by saying that they'd scored a goal, I think you thought, well, why has he phrased it like that? Why has he phrased it like that? And that is the end of the halftime game, because I can see Cristiano Ronaldo's face on my screen, which means we are back with the players out on the pitch. And of course, all the talk will be about Cristiano Ronaldo's goal with a lovely, lovely finish from a delicate ball over the top by Bruno Fernandes to make it, for God's sake, Oliver, to make it Manchester United 1, Spurs 0. We are just waiting to get ourselves back underway here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Can we carry on with the halftime show, please? No, because we're watching the football. We're not here to play games. We're here to watch the footy. Here's McTominay with a lovely driving run into Ronaldo. Ronaldo with a bit of a dodgy touch, though, but manages to retain possession. Rolls it back into Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has a bit of room to manoeuvre. Comes back to Maguire. Maguire into Fred. Here's Luke Shaw again. Luke Shaw drives into space. Oh, blocked, though. Really good defending there by Emerson. And Luke Shaw, has he given away a foul there? No. And hooked clear there by Højbjerg, but only as far as Maguire. Into Fred. Into Maguire again. Into Fred again, who switches it nicely to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka 1-2 with Bruno Fernandes. Puts a ball in. Eddie Cavani steps over it. Oh, just not quite on the same wavelength there. Oh my gosh, not quite on the same wavelength there. Cavani and Ronaldo. It was a lovely little dummy. Lovely dummy. And so close to actually working out for them. But here's Lucas Moura. Sloppy pass from De Gea. Finds Son. Oh, Son. Just a reminder, I did say when the match started, it would be a 1-0 win by Ronaldo goal. You did say that, actually, Chewy. I will give you credit for that. I did read that out as well, so I can give you credit for that. And I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping we get a few more goals, because Spurs are looking like they mean business. Spurs do look like they mean business, and hopefully we can get Fraser back on his regular account. I'm assuming it's Fraser that's moving about, changing account names, because Fraser does have like 18 accounts. Hoofed clear from the goal kick, though. That was dodgy kicking, though, at first. And that's really well played by McSauce, who rolls it into Ronaldo. Ronaldo, the mighty man. Oh, there we go. Is he offside? Oh, he is. Oh, what an emphatic finish that was from Ronaldo. What an emphatic finish that was from Ronaldo. Scott McSauce does so well dances through. He is definitely offside there, Ronaldo. But what an emphatic finish from Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, absolutely spectacular. But unfortunately, Ronaldo is offside when the ball was played to him by McTominay. I was watching a master at work then when he smacked that in. Lloris didn't even move, but did Lloris not move because he knew that was offside? Maybe so, maybe so. United playing well, so Sharp. Maybe not. I'm not so sure. Scott McTominay so far has been really, really good for Manchester United, though. Just to confirm, the goal does not stand. It has been given as offside. Emerson rolls the ball into Lo Celso. Lo Celso fouled there by Scott McTominay. Probably the first thing he's done wrong. Max Tottenham getting battered everywhere they go. Precisely. That's all they ever do. Fraser's back from creating spam accounts by the looks of things. Romero into Emerson. Emerson drives into a little bit of space here. Emerson goes back into Lucas. Lovely touch from Lucas Moura, who's having a good game. Here's Emerson again, and he's been absolutely just outstrengthed there by Luke Shaw. Outstrengthed massively. What do you mean I was in Tom's chat? Here's Højbjerg. Højbjerg into Moura, but that's a dodgy touch, and it's managed to break free to McTominay. Here's Fred into Ronaldo, back into Fred. Oh, good defending though, but that's given away a foul there. Apparently, Højbjerg. I definitely thought that was a good tackle from Højbjerg, but Fred's managed to win himself a free kick just inside the Tottenham Hotspur half. Needs to be another goal, if I'm honest with you, for either side. Well, obviously for Spurs, so that they don't lose the game. But I think United, they need to be careful. The longer they leave this, the more likely Spurs are, in my opinion, to get themselves a goal, because Lucas Moura has looked on it today. He really has looked on it. Kane, we've not really mentioned him, have we? I think that tells you all you need to know. Lovely drop of the shoulder by Lindelof, who tries to poke it through to Edison Cavani, but defended by Spurs. Here's Emerson. Oh, he gives the ball away, though. Gave the ball straight away to Shaw and then gave away a foul in doing so as well. And United take it again quickly with Ronaldo. Ronaldo finds Bruno. Has Wan-Bissaka wider than him, but he's going to have to come back. Varane with a bit of room to manoeuvre here. Varane drives into the gap, plays it to Cavani. Cavani comes feet and rolls it to Maguire. Maguire goes to Shaw. Back into Maguire. Into Fred. Lovely play from Manchester United. Into Cavani. Back into Fred. And that's really, really good defending there by Romero, who's managed to unleash Lo Celso, who finds Son. But Bruno Fernandes, of all people, has slid in with a beautifully timed tackle there, and just nipped the ball just as Son looked like he was going to get his running boots on and start shifting into gear, and he's just, with a perfectly timed slide tackle, slid in, taken the ball, and that's fantastic. Max has changed his badge to an Arsenal badge, which is even worse. Ronaldo, Fred, Cavani. Can United get numbers forward here? They're very slow when transitioning and moving forward. Ball looks long here for Ronaldo. Falls to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka wriggles free from a couple. Plays it to Ronaldo. Ronaldo goes back to Fred. Fred comes out wide to Bruno. Bruno has no options in the box. Ronaldo's at the edge of the box and Cavani's making a late run. So he's had to come back. Here's Scott McTominay. Tominay drops his shoulder there really nicely. Rolls it into Maguire. Maguire into Luke Shaw out on this left-hand side, being closely marked by Emerson. Into Maguire, into Fred. Fred, is he strong enough? Can he hold off Højbjerg? No, he can't. Højbjerg's won the ball back, and here goes Emerson. Emerson's picked up the ball and he's going to try and switch it out wide, but he played it a little bit short there, if I'm brutally honest with you. Oh, what a ball that is to find Son running in behind, but his touch is taking him just wide. Lindelof tracking him and marking him close. Lucas into the feet of Harry Kane. Oh my gosh, sorry, Lo Celso that was. It was that poor a touch. It could have been Harry Kane though. Could have been Harry Kane. Oh, that's a big, big call from Nuno Espirito Santo. Taking off Lucas Moura for Steven Bergwijn. Lucas Moura has been the best player for Spurs so far. Take off Kane. Take off anyone other than Lucas. Lucas looked like the sharpest player on the pitch, and Nuno Espirito Santo's decision to take him off has been greeted with a lot of poor, a lot of boos, if I'm brutally honest with you. Here's Lo Celso. Lo Celso. I'm quite surprised it wasn't Lo Celso, to be honest, who was taken off there. Or just someone in that attacking front three that wasn't Lucas. Lucas has been the sharp spark in this Tottenham team for the most part, and been a little bit of a strange decision, in my opinion, to take off Lucas for Bergwijn. But maybe it's a stroke of genius. Maybe it is a stroke of genius from Nuno Espirito Santo. I'm not so sure, though. They do have a corner, though. Son whips it in. Cleared at the front post, though, by McTominay. Falls to Emerson. Emerson rolls in Son again. Son rolls it back to Emerson. Emerson curls one in. Cleared by Eddie Cavani. Comes out again to Højbjerg. Højbjerg finds Lo Celso in space. Goes wider to Oliver Skip. Sorry, Harry Kane. I can't tell the difference between them from up here. They both look like they're very slow. That's a lovely ball if he's onside, though, to find Ben Davies, and he was offside in the end. Sam, did you hear all the Spurs Stadium booing? I did, and I can't blame him, to be honest with you, because he has looked the sharpest out of all the players. Lucas has looked the sharpest out of everyone. Oh, McTominay did really well there to regain possession after it had been nicked, but stopped the counter-attack, fortunately. Would you like to be Sam's brother? Why are you pretending to be my mother? Lovely flick. Here's Ronaldo with a bit of space. He's got Shaw going wider. There is Shaw, but really well defended and tracked by Emerson there. Really, really well defended and tracked by Emerson. When Shaw, to be honest with you, I thought Shaw was going to get down that byline and cross in a ball. 56 minutes on the clock. Thrown in towards Fred, and Emerson can only do and play the ball back out of play for another throw in. I think I've just seen that Chewy says no Chiellini, which I don't know what that means, but did he miss a big opportunity? Has he been sent off? Because he did say that Juventus had scored. So he's gambling his money here, Chewy is. Here's Bruno. Lovely switch. Here's Emerson taking his time. Lovely ball looking for Son there. Lovely, lovely ball. Sam, have you heard of 4-4-2s? Of course I do. Of course I do. Højbjerg rolls it in. Oh my gosh. Oh, Harry Maguire. Sorry, Victor Lindelof. No, it was Harry Maguire. Did really, really well there, tracking his runner really well. He thought it was a pen, but Juve scored. McKennie was the goal scorer. Sorry for saying Cuadrado. It's all right. It's all right. Flicked on by Højbjerg again. It's Fraser, lol. I know. I just don't want. I know it's Fraser, but I just don't want to. I just don't want there to be any problems because obviously you are impersonating my mum. And it looks like anything that you guys say are what my mum says, which obviously isn't a problem. I'm fine with the banter. But I don't want anything stupid to be said and people like click on the chat and be like, why is she saying that? Because obviously people know me, they know my parents sort of thing. But I'm sure it wouldn't get to that, but there we are. Max is saying he's so happy with Arsenal's win today, and I can't wait to banter Spurs fans. Max, man, I honestly have no clue, like, if you actually support Spurs or if you just support Spurs to spite me. "60 minutes on the clock. Spurs need something desperately to happen here. United look stronger than them at this current moment in time. Bruno finds Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka commits really heavily to a tackle there and fortunately has won the ball though. Wan-Bissaka goes out wide to Cavani. Cavani looks to pick out Ronaldo. Ronaldo, can he get a touch on that? No, it's had to run over towards Emerson. And it has gone out of play. Don't gamble my money usually, just do it every 2 months. But I saw the odds on this and seemed a no-brainer. Also, never bet more than €50. I've never bet more than a fiver, Chewy. So you bet more than me. You do bet more than me. Wilco says, think United will win 3-0. Ironic how the bot accounts have gone and Wilco comes back. Bergwijn. Oh, he tries to pick out Lo Celso. He has done on the second time of asking. Here's Lo Celso with a bit of room. Rolls it out to Emerson. Emerson, can he get a ball in? Emerson against Luke Shaw. Tries to whip it in. Pulls it across the box. Rafa Varane, though, is there and is able to clear it. Very easy and able to clear it. No, I actually don't support Spurs, Sam. Why would I be proudly displaying my Spurs logo on my shirt? Because I know what you like, Max, and you just like winding me up, which is part of it. Actually, Fraser, we didn't know that someone had been pretending to be my dad because my dad has been in the chat earlier on. Because he messaged me because he was watching the video. So he didn't know that. So it's definitely you then, Fraser, because no one actually said that had been confirmed. Emerson whips that one in. I think you've blown your cover there, Fraser. I think you've blown your cover there, mate. Overhit the cross, though, from Emerson. It's gone out the other side, and Bergwijn wasn't able to keep it on. 61 minutes on the clock. What, that is such a random stat that Nuno Espirito Santo was in the the World Cup, Euro 2004, World Cup 2006, can't remember which one, or Euro 2008 squad of was in the same Euro. You've really just distracted me there. I totally lost what I was saying. I literally just stopped mid-sentence. What was I saying? Nuno Espirito Santo was in the Portugal squad in Euro 2008, which does mean he was in the same squad as Cristiano Ronaldo as a player. Mental. Really messed with my perception of time, that one. Luke Shaw into Bruno, into Scott McTominay, who's going to drive out there, and Bergwijn's definitely given away a foul there. McTominay is really, really a class act now. He sort of, the way he can shift his body, move really quickly, fast feet, moving in and out. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Hasn't been the greatest of games so far. Neither team really able to get a consistent run of shots and creation of chances. But at the moment, it is still Manchester United 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0. And the chance that has been taken is from Manchester United, and it is from the great man Cristiano Ronaldo himself with a fantastic Robin van Persie-esque goal to make it 1-0 just before half-time. Spurs, though, roll the ball into feet to Harry Kane. That's a better touch from Kane. Into Son. Son comes back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg into Skip, and he's had the ball nicked there, and here goes Bruno Fernandes with a bit of room. Fernandes into Ronaldo. Ronaldo chops back inside. Lovely. Finds Edinson Cavani. Is he on? Is that 2-0? It looks like it is. And it is 2-0. What a goal from United that was. What a counter-attack. What a goal. Hyro says Nuno out. What a goal that was from Manchester United. A lovely, lovely goal. Great play from Cristiano. Great play from Bruno. And Edinson Cavani with the tidiest of finishes. The tidiest of finishes to make it Manchester United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. And Bruno wins the ball back really high up the pitch here. Let's watch this again. Rolls it into Ronaldo. Ronaldo with a fantastic chop. Then the pass is inch perfect to Cavani. Cavani with a lovely clip over the keeper. The daintiest of clips over Hugo Lloris. And such a lovely finish. Such a lovely finish from Edinson Cavani. Ronaldo involved in both goals so far today. What a goal. What a brilliant goal from Manchester United. That is what you expect from Manchester United teams of past, and that's what we expect of them in the present as well. And that is much, much better from United. A better performance altogether. Better performance altogether. Let me update the overlay forwards, ladies and gents, to confirm that it is United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. Rudy the dog. Who is that? Chewy's on edge because he wants Juventus to win now. Let me update the banners as well. Oh, I just put 12. Whoops. Might as well be 12. Might as well be 12. There is the confirmation. Forgot to add Edinson Cavani's name on the bottom, but the two old boys up front scoring. Two old boys up front scoring tonight. Shows there's always a place for a experienced head, doesn't it? Shows that there's always a place for an experienced head. 65 minutes on the clock. Emerson rolls it down to Son. Son tries to hook it back, but Luke Shaw's there and able to clear, and the ball's hoofed up the field, back up to the halfway line. United not taking any chances tonight. Any chances tonight. United fans must be enjoying themselves this week. Complete contrast on last week. A lovely finish from Edinson Cavani. Watching that again, I could watch that over and over and over and over. Sam, why would I tour Spurs' stadium if I was an Arsenal fan? I've had a tour of Arsenal stadium. That doesn't mean a thing. You could have gone with school. You could have. That's what I did. I went with school and toured Arsenal stadium. "67 minutes on the clock." The commentators are talking about how good Edinson Cavani is, and I do agree. I think what I've seen since he's come to the Premier League is that there's a lot more to Edinson Cavani than just the goals. Obviously, you look at the stats, you look at the goals, and it's an impressive output. But now you look at the pressing and the assists and what he does for the team elsewhere, and you realise how much of a fantastic, phenomenal player Edinson Cavani is. He really is a fantastic player and is more than capable of scoring goals. And we've seen that tonight with a beautiful, beautiful finish, and shows that his game, even in his old age, isn't just about scoring goals. It's about grafting for other people as well. Ndombele, who has come on, I don't even know who he's come on for. I'm assuming it was Oliver Skipp, whipped in there. Is that going to find Emerson? No, it's not. It's cleared by United yet again. And Bruno takes the ball up, trying to look for Wan-Bissaka, though. Cleared out. It was, Oliver Skipp who's come off for Ndombele. Here's Cavani looking to unleash Ronaldo. Oh, I don't know who that was who got their feet tangled, but Ronaldo can't quite play the ball to Bruno that time. Spurs are looking a bit shaky. Why? Looking very, very shaky. Very shaky. Spurs are at the moment. Emerson's going to go back to Eric Dyer. What do I expect to see from Spurs? I expect to see him come at this United side. They've got to now. It was like earlier with Leicester and Arsenal. They've got to get their foot in the door. They've got to do a little bit more because United at the moment look comfortable. They look rampant. They look like they're going to score goals, and they look like they're going to commit players forward and also defend really well. This five at the back seems to have suited them tonight, and it looks like a good decision. Ole moving them to a five at the back just to shore up the defence. Chiellini and Locatelli, I hate you both, ruined it all. Is it full time there, Chewy? Is it full time? Bergwijn into Lo Celso. Lo Celso whips one in. That is cleared at the front post by Rafa Varane. Rafa Varane has had a decent game so far, Rafa Varane. He's been solid in the centre of that back three. Goldbridge ain't happy even if we're winning. Yikes. Of course not. You want the best for your team. You want to be 3-0 up. You want to be scoring more goals. But also that a lot of it seems to be, rather than tactical stuff, it seems to be what the players are doing on the pitch by themselves, if you know what I mean. It doesn't seem to be a tactical nuance or skill that has ended up being the reason the United have scored tonight. If anything, it's been because Spurs have been poor and Bruno was like jogging on the spot to nick the ball, and a lovely clipped through ball as well from Bruno in the first place to unleash Ronaldo. So they are 1 in a million goals, very much so, and so I can understand it. And it looks like Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be exiting the field of play now. It is Cristiano Ronaldo coming off for Marcus Rashford, of all people. So Rashford will get himself the final 20 minutes of the game. Spurs have been poor, says Shah. Yeah, Spurs have been poor, but I don't think United have been fantastic. That attack for the Edinson Cavani goal was brilliant, don't get me wrong. But, oh, God, I'm tired. What time is it? Why am I so tired? It's 7 o'clock. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't think United have necessarily been the greatest, but Spurs just haven't been at the races today at all. They haven't been able to create the opportunities we maybe would have expected. Let's have a look. In terms of shots, they've had 8 shots, but none on target. And, well, if you don't shoot, you don't score. But if you don't shoot and get it on target, then you definitely don't score. And that is the problem which Spurs have been facing so far. They've had no shots on target. I'm not even sure if Harry Kane has had a shot whatsoever, whether it be on target or off target. I don't think he's actually had a shot. Shots off target. No, Harry Kane has not even taken a shot. Dribbles attempted, 3, successful 1. Nothing in that either. Nothing in that either. And Dele Alli will be making his way onto the pitch. Could be a big 20 minutes for Dele. Who knows? We don't know how this game is going to play out, but it could be a big 20 minutes for Dele. A lot of people saying that he's a flop now. And off the talent he showed when he burst onto the scene sort of 4 or 5 years ago, I would be inclined to agree. He's still, 25 though, could still have his best years ahead of him, but he should have had a much better career than this, shouldn't he? Shouldn't he? Surely he should have had a better career than this. Ndombele does really well there, and Fred's given away a foul there. Cynical foul from Fred. Cynical foul. Lo Celso was actually the man of the match for Tottenham up to that moment in time. And the other person who was their man of the match at that moment in time, Lucas Moura. So I'm sure Spurs are absolutely thrilled to know that their two players who have been doing the best have been subbed off as well. What's your plans for late, Sam? I'm going somewhere. As for when? What's my plans for when, Shah? And Juventus have lost as well. So first look at Telly missed a no-brainer in the 89th minute. Then in extra time, there was 2 minutes left and Chiellini decided to kick it out of the field of play, not in any direction of any player. That's so strange. So strange. Here comes a free kick from deep. Picks out Eric Dyer, but Scott McTominay holds him close. Oh my God, why am I so tired? It's 7 o'clock at night. Davis tries to put a cross in. Has he won himself a corner? He has there. Might be a good opportunity here for them to get some of the big boys up from the back. Son has gone out to take this corner for Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, what's your plans for tonight? Probably sleep. Yeah, I bet you want to sleep. Probably sleep. I don't know why I'm so tired today, but I just am. Son whips in this corner, cleared at the front post. Another poor corner from Spurs. They've not been able to beat that front post very often. Most of the times when I've said Spurs with the corner, it has been cleared at the front post, inevitably either by Bruno or McTominay. Bruno goes forward here to, who's number 10 for United? Is that Rashford? Lovely ball whipped in, though, to find Cavani. Cavani, can he get under it? No, he can't. Cavani pulls it back to Luke Shaw. Max is saying sack Nuno now. Oh, Cavani tried to back pass there. He's only found Kane. Kane, he's got Son to support. Kane, oh my gosh, Harry Kane. He just doesn't look anywhere near the player he was a few months ago. Back end of last season, he looks nowhere near, and he's given away a foul there on McSauce. And oh my gosh, he looks nowhere near the player he has been or he was over the last couple of seasons. I'd sack him at half-time via a stadium announcement, says Max. Max is fuming, and rightfully so. It's not been a good couple of games. I mean, I don't think he can sack Nuno, though. That's the problem, because he did beat Man City on the first game. So he can say, oh, yeah, my tactics do work. You just got to bear with me and give me a chance. They're not all going to be perfect. He's still tinkering. Nemanja Matic is coming on, former Chelsea man, of course, is coming on for Bruno Fernandes. He'll have 15 minutes run out. Nemanja Matic seems to be a little bit of a forgotten man now that Scott McTominay's got himself a little bit of form. He seems to be a bit of a forgotten man in the Manchester United lineup. Still seems weird seeing him in the 31 shirt rather than a 21 shirt. Announcement on the stadium, breaking news, Nuno has been sacked. Honestly, they'd probably play better at this rate. Both teams would probably play better if they didn't have a manager, if I'm brutally honest with you. Speaking of their manager, Ole is on the screen right now. Not a bad performance, though, from Ole's team tonight. Not a bad performance. Made the most of the opportunities they've had. Maguire picks out Shaw into Rashford. Tries to pick out Shaw again. Has Fred got there? He has. He's won it back sharply and quickly, but given the ball back away again to Romero, who can only find Maguire. Here's McTominay. McTominay goes to Luke Shaw. Shaw into Rashford. Rashford comes back to Nemanja Matic. Matic, has he got a ping on him? No. Decides to go back to Harry Maguire. Maguire looks down the line and cannot succeed in doing anything of real importance there. Oldest starting 11s. Premier League under Solskjaer tonight is the oldest average age 11 that he has had. And they've scored. They've scored twice and they've looked convincing. They have looked convincing tonight. So Maybe old as the new you. New you? New. New. Isn't new in the Teletubbies? I think he is. Anyway, that aside, we have 13 minutes left on the clock. United really winding down time here. I'm kind of hoping for a Spurs goal just to get some excitement, but they keep fouling Scott McTominay. Ben Davies is the latest person to get in the book. And have you watched any shows lately? I have not actually seen Squid Games yet. I've been trying to debate whether to watch it because I can't be bothered to sit and just watch subtitles the whole time because that's all it feels like to me. But, oh, God, why am I so tired? It's 7 o'clock at night. Jeez. Oh. Wan-Bissaka looks for the feet of Rashford. Defended easily again, though, by, well, not again, but for the first time tonight, it's been easily defended by Spurs. Here's Emerson, who's had a decent game. He's had a decent game. Him and Lucas were really starting to shift and put some good plays together down that right-hand side. But since Lucas has come off, the acceleration and the speed in this Tottenham Hotspur team has suddenly just sort of dropped off a cliff, and it's not been an impressive second half since Lucas has come off. Lucas was really creating everything. Even Lo Celso was having a good game for the most part, passing the ball around, sharp passes. Sam, what's your main goal in life? God, Oliver, we're getting deep, aren't we? In terms of career, I guess I want to be a sports commentator. I'd love to be a sports commentator, or I'd love to be like a Jake Humphries, someone who hosts a show on BBC Sport or something like that, BT Sport, whatever it may be. I guess that's up there. Of course, I'd love to be successful on this platform, but I don't think that's going to happen. Become best friends with Mason Mount. That would be also great. And yeah, I think that's all my job goals. I think that's all of them. Spurs have a corner here with just over 10 minutes left to play. Could this be the one? Son whips it in. Oh, headed, though, by Maguire. Falls to Dele. Dele swing and a miss from Dele Alli there. Has to roll it back to Bergwijn, who finds Ben Davies, who finds Endon Baller. Goes to Emerson. Emerson into Son. Son, is he going to try and cross this here? No, goes back to Emerson, who's squaring up with Fred. Back into Son. Son tries to put it through the legs of Luke Shaw, but easily defended against by Luke Shaw. Just closed his leg. Sam wants to become Martin Tyler Long. I wouldn't mind. Lingard is coming on as well. Jay Lings is coming on, which is good timing because Edison Cavani has gone down with cramp. If Sam didn't have Mason Mount in his life, he'd be so sad. You know it. I want to either manage a team or play for one. If that fails, I would love to be a ref. Why would you want to be a ref, Shah? No one wants to be a ref. No one grows up and wants to be a ref. No one grows up and wants to be a fullback, be a Gary Neville. Oh. Maybe Shah could be the man to save Manchester United. Get him the job. Shah at the wheel. Just watching Cavani's goal again here, as he might be getting subbed off here due to cramp. Lovely finish. It is Edison Cavani who's come off for Jay Lings. And of course, Bruno came off for Nemanja Matic. So that front three has been completely swapped, which does mean, who have we got up front? We've got Rashford and Jesse Lingard as your two attackers. And then you've got three in that midfield three now and five at the back. So United are going classic Jose Mourinho and parking the bus. Not very much so, parking the bus. Here's Luke Shaw. Shaw finds Rashford. Why does Rashford's hair look different? What's he done to it? That was such a weird comment for me to have made, but he looks different from up here. I didn't recognise it was Rashford at first. Dele finds Bergwijn. Bergwijn, what can he do? He's got Dele running beyond him. Bergwijn clips it in, looking towards Kane. Kane gets bullied out of the way of the ball there by Luke Shaw, and Maguire and Shaw are easily able to deal with that there. Harry Kane has been non-existent up front tonight. He really has been non-existent. Really, really poor from Harry Kane all night long so far. 8 minutes left on the clock. I doubt it's really going to get any better for Harry Kane either, if I'm brutally honest with you. Son whips it in. Oh, I don't know who that was there who just committed. I think it was Dele Alli who was about to commit to the ball, and Harry Maguire put his body in the way. John Terry style, if you ask me. Ndombele rolls it in to Heung-min Son. Son has to come back again, though. Finds Emerson. Oh, itchy. The Spurs players are literally shouting, telling people to point, to move, because at the moment there's the back five of Manchester United and there's no movement in beyond. That was better from Dele, but even still, the ball was having to be a hopeful punt up the field, a very hopeful punt up the field. And Nuno's look of says it all, really. Says it all, really. Not been a brilliant performance. How do I say these things wrong? Performance for Spurs. I honestly don't even know how I said that wrong. How did I say performance? What? Ndombele. Into Ben Davies. Davies go back into Ndombele. Dyer comes out to Emerson. Emerson, like I say, I think has been man of the match bar Lucas Moura. For Spurs, that is. I think Wan-Bissaka's been really good as well, actually, tonight, I must say. Bit of a fullback show. Of course, Ronaldo scoring his goal has been good as well. I would love to one day meet Sam in person. I hope you haven't just said that is your goal in life, because that is a very poor one. But thank you, Sha. Here's on them. Ndombele? What did I just say? Bend on me, I don't know what's going on. I can't talk now. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka tries to unleash himself there, but he's easily read by Ndombele, who finds Kane. Kane with the laziest cross I think I've ever seen. He just went to toe poke it. Just went to toe poke it and flick it over. Awful stuff from Harry Kane. He looks miles away. He looks a shadow of the player that we've seen over the last few years. He looks so far off the pace, Harry Kane does. I wouldn't be surprised if Gareth Southgate dropped him from this England squad. If it was anyone else, they would be getting dropped from this England squad. It's just because he's the captain. Rashford with a lovely Ronaldo chop there. Sorry, is that Rashford or is that... No, it was Fred. I thought it was Rashford. I could see his yellow boots and a Ronaldo chop, and I thought it was Rashford because I didn't expect it from Fred. Here's Matic. Matic rolls it into Rashford. This could be 3. Is Rashford on? Is he going to finish? He is. Lovely finish from Marcus Rashford. And that will make it his 3rd goal, I believe, of the season. Just as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer tells him to focus more on football and not on politics. And Rashford come up big again tonight. I need to double check that is onside. It does look like it was. It was a lovely ball from Nemanja Matic, who won the ball up high, really, really high up. Really well done by Nemanja Matic to thread in Rashford. And it's a lovely run, but there's so much gap in between the midfield, the 2 centre-backs, because Romero had gone out to press Lingard, and then Emerson hasn't quite covered it. The ball is just in between Eric Dyer and Romero, and Rashford, I do believe, is onside, and that is Manchester United 3, Tottenham Hotspur 0. They've done really well in the second half, Gary Neville, to counter-attack. That seems to be all that they've done. They've withstood the constant onslaught from Spurs of having their possession. Spurs yet, of course, to really make a proper shot on target. but he's been able to withstand the pressure and counter-attack effectively and efficiently. I don't know why I keep merging my words tonight. I must be on something tonight to keep merging these words, but I like how you say Dembele. What, Ndombele? Is that what you mean? You saying Ndombele completely wrong. I know. That's the joke. I'm calling him a baller, Max. I'm calling him a baller. That's why. Okay, Max. I feel like that one went over your head. Unless you're making a joke which has gone over my head. I think it's gone over your head. But Rashford, the third scorer of tonight, 86 minutes on the clock. Let me update the top one. I am aware that I am saying Ndombele's name wrong. There we are. Can Harry Kane do something tonight? No, not from that corner. Anyway, Harry Maguire clears it. Some say Sadio Mane. Ndombele. What's the difference between Ndombele? No, it's Ndombele. I don't know. Here's Emerson. Tries to whip it in. Blocked by Nemanja Matic this time. Oh my God, I can't believe Atletico Bilbao is getting interviewed by a Danish channel. They asked one player he would like to meet, and he said Braithwaite. Why? I'm hoping he's like a Norwegian or a Danish, player. Otherwise, that's going to be a little bit embarrassing just to want to see. Oh, my phone died. Just to want to see a Braithwaite whipped in, cleared at the front post again. Lots of corners for Spurs, but not doing a lot from corners from Spurs. Emerson again to Son. Everything attacking wise seems to be going through that duo for the last 30 minutes. Is that going to fall to Kane? No, it's not. Kane has been absolutely nowhere to be seen all night. What is wrong with Harry Kane? What is wrong with Harry Kane? He's not in this game whatsoever. Oh, he's taking the mick. Very good point from Shah. Shah says, I'm still only out. This match doesn't change much. No, maybe not, but it maybe has just kept him in his job a little while longer. You can't really fire someone after a win. And an emphatic one at that against the top six side. You mean goat weight? Exactly. Goat weight. Apparently he's been quite good actually for Barcelona. 3 minutes of added time on the clock, ladies and gents. 3 minutes of added time left at the end of the second half. Hugo Lloris on a 5.9 rating so far. Spurs still yet to have a shot on target, although they have had 58% possession. Really the story of the game, that, isn't it? The play dominated and counter-attacked perfectly by Manchester United. The counter-attack really well tonight, Manchester United, and deserving 3-0 winners at this current moment in time. Obviously, I don't think that's going to change drastically, not unless there's 3 goals in the final 3 minutes of extra time here. And United have the ball in the corner anyway. Lingard's won it and tried to drive it inside. But a foul has been given, I do believe. Or is that a goal kick? I can't quite tell. Sam, I think Xavi will make his Barca manager debut. Will you stream that later today? What, is it later this evening? What? Surely it can't be tonight. Barcelona playing, Chewy. Oh, it's today at 8. Nah, I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm absolutely shattered. I don't know why, but I am absolutely shattered. Sorry, Chewy. If it had been tomorrow, I'd have probably done it because I feel like I need to go to bed. Sam, you're tired, says Max. I know, look at my face. I don't know why I'm so tired. Here's Ndombele. Ndombele. There you are. Emerson into Son again, but nothing going on there. Nothing going on. And don't know who that is there. Rashford, I think, has gone down there. And Romero's going to find himself in the book as well. You streaming tomorrow? I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Not sure. I don't think there's really any good games going on. I know Josh is doing Rangers and Villa, so I might just leave him to do that because I don't fancy the 2:00 kickoff. I can't remember what the 2:00 kickoff is tomorrow, but it doesn't look like a good game. So I think I'm just going to leave it if I'm brutally honest with you. Maybe record a video. Norwich versus Leeds. Who wants to see that? There's no big games in Spain, and there's no big games in the Bundesliga. There's Roma versus Milan. Maybe that one will. Maybe that one I'll do. I'll see how I feel come the end of the day. Like I say, I do feel a little bit. I don't know what it is at the minute. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just not feeling myself at the moment. But keeping me sane. 5 seconds left on the clock. And there we are. That is full time. That is full time. Shah says, I don't care if we win against Tottenham. It's the same thing. We might as well get someone like Conte or Zidane. What's the point of Ole? Because he's going to do the same thing next week. I don't see us top 5, to be honest. I must agree with you there, Shah. I don't know if anyone saw, but on my Twitter, I did tweet out, United have just signed Ronaldo. Will they win the league? And I put this section, no, because of Ole's tactical prowess. And a lot of people backed that. And of course, as a United fan, I'm sure United fans would love to see Ole succeed and do well. But sometimes he's been there at the club 3 years. You've got to start questioning, where do we go? Where do we go from here? What do we do to improve? Because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't seem to be taking them in an upward trajectory at all. Look at Lampard. He got sacked in a year and a half because that upward trajectory had gone. Manchester United seem to be going through an upward trajectory. They go and then back up again and then back down again. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't seem to be moving this team into the future. And I think they are, despite this emphatic scoreline, even though it says first half on this, and it should say second, despite this emphatic scoreline, I think United will still be looking at Conte as Zidane. I agree with you, Shah. I think they're both going to be looking to figure out and to work out where they want to go with their club, because United fans, they think they deserve to be up there. They've got a lot of history. The last 10 years or so haven't been the greatest 10 years for Manchester United. But you look beyond that into 15, 16 years ago, and then what a history this club has. But it's 9 years now. Are you moving into the realms of a Liverpool who haven't won anything in 30 years, for example, when they hadn't won it? It's a really difficult one because you've got to weigh up where your club is. And if you bring in a manager like Conte, there's no guarantee of success. He might just come in and not do very well. We've seen that with big managers, haven't we? We've seen big managers come in and us go, I thought that'd be better. And it's just not worked. Look at Ancelotti at Everton last year. We expected him to do much, much better. Much better. But I just don't know if Manchester United are putting too much pressure on it. And I hate to say it, need to trust the process. And I don't know why my voice is going a bit Sean Dyche. But but maybe that's the stepping stone they need to go to. But personally, I do think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, your time is up. You've taken United a long way. You've brought them on. You've steadied them in this transition to a certified top 4 side, finishing second last season. It's a fantastic thing. But I just don't think, looking at the way the team played tonight, sitting back and hitting people on the counter-attack doesn't really work for them. And you look at how many players they had defensively wise on at the end there. There was like 8 of them. 8. If you sit there and have 8 players against a PSG, a Chelsea, a Man City, whoever it may be, any of those teams, it's going to cause problems for you because you're not going to be able to get the ball forward. Chelsea did it last season with relative success. but they had two wing backs who were fantastic going forward, and that is the difference. As for Spurs, let's have a look at Spurs. 3-0, lost 3-0 tonight, and Spurs have been a team that started off so well, and now what are they? They're 5 wins, 5 losses. Looking at let's have a look at the table. I think they're 5 wins, 5 losses now. They are yet to pick up a draw. They're on 15 points, but they need to move some of these games into draws and get themselves 1 point and then move them into wins. And I know that sounds stupid, but you have to. You can't just keep winning. If you win 18 games a season, you get what? 18 times 3, 10 times 3 is 30, 8 times 3, 24, 54 points. Is that right? I think so. Yeah, 54 points. And that isn't a good total to be on. And that is what Tottenham are on for at this current moment in time. I have no doubt they'll sort it out. But that is what Tottenham have to bear in mind. And look at that goal difference as well. Obviously, you guys can't see the screen, but they've scored 9, conceded 16. The 3 wins they got at the beginning of the season were 1-0 wins. They're not scoring very many goals at all. Harry Kane's not firing. Harry Kane doesn't look like the same player. Spurs need to sort it out. They do need to sort it out. Nuno Espirito Santo, I think it's harsh to say to sack him, because if you look at where he is in the table, they're in 8th. They are in 8th. And that's not a bad start to the season. But it's the amount of losses that they've had is what is influencing a lot of people saying, get rid of Nuno. He doesn't know what he's doing. Maybe he is a little bit out of his depth. But I think like United have given Ole Gunnar Solskjaer time. I think Spurs have to give Nuno a bit more time, because I know Spurs aren't a team that just discard their managers quickly. Like, look at Pochettino. They stuck by him for so long. Mourinho, they gave him 2 years. So that is my thoughts on Spurs. I do think they are in the mud, though. And as a Chelsea fan, of course, I am happy to see it. But we are going to conclude this stream here tonight. Thank you for all your support today on the streams. Be sure to keep your eyes peeled, eyes down looking, for some potentially a stream tomorrow. Not sure, probably not. But keep your eyes peeled for some videos maybe in the week as well. And yeah, just keep yourselves up to date. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. And if you know anyone who would enjoy the streams, I'm trying to get to 500 by the end of the year. If I don't get to 500, I am gonna knock it on the head with YouTube, and that is what I'm going to say. We'll leave it there. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this video, and most importantly, guys, please stay safe. Cheers.